All right, guys. So we got some more good news. Sounds like Earl Spence and Sean Porter are gonna fight in the Staples Center. Seems like California and New Jersey are making some boxing comebacks, I guess, in terms of being events to have. Shakur Stevenson did really good numbers in the Prudential Center. I think he had like 10,000 plus attendance. Staples Center's been popping lately. We had the Leo Santa Cruz Abner Mares rematch last year. I think they had like over 13,000. Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter. I think they did about 14,000 over there. Um, uh, Wilder Fury, they had good numbers over there. I think they also had about 13, 14,000. So, and it sounds like Wilder Ortiz rematch is leaning with the Staples Center, but they're not quite sure yet. I think their fight's being pushed to November. Um, but yeah, looks like Earl Spence, Sean Porter unification will be September 28th, right? Yeah, September 28th at the Staples Center. So we finally got a date. We finally got a venue. Um, I'm assuming it's going to be on Fox pay per view. I also think that's where it's leaning towards as well. Seems like Mikey and Danny Garcia are kind of falling out, so I don't think that fight's going to happen, at least not this year. Um, Seems like Mikey and Top Rank and Bob Arum are negotiating, I'll say. At least it looks positive in that direction. So don't be shocked if Mikey comes back, late in the year, like maybe December or something on ESPN. Um, I could see something like that happening. Not official, like I said, but it sounds like that's where that's going towards. So I'm not sure what Danny Garcia is going to do. He's kind of the only top welterweight without a dance partner. Terrence Crawford looks like he's going to fight that dude from Lithuania. I can't say his name. Mean Machine, I think that's his alias. Um, didn't look good in his last fight. I think he fought Ray Robinson, who beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs. Uh, yeah, amateurs. Amateurs. I mean, the dude can punch, so he's got a puncher's chance, but I think Terrence Crawford will handle that. Um, because they've already offered Danny Garcia to fight. I mean, they could offer again, but um, I don't see that ever being likely. So yeah, I'm not sure. It sounds like Danny Garcia is more down to fight the Earl Sean winner, or even the Keith. Well, obviously the Keith Pacquiao winner. That'll probably be a more financially lucrative fight. Um, I could see if Keith beats Pacquiao, I could see him fighting Danny again. Not this year because he said he's not coming back this year, but I could see him fighting Danny Garcia in a rematch early next year. I could definitely see that. Or even Pacquiao fighting Danny Garcia next year. I could see that too. Um, we'll have to see, obviously, because what if Keith wins by split decision? Then it's going to be a rematch. So that obviously makes more sense. But welterweight division's looking not too bad. I think I want to say Omar Figueroa and Ugas. I think the winner is probably going to fight if Danny doesn't end up fighting the winner, which I think depends who wins. um, if it's Porter, he'll entertain a rematch. If it's Earl, we'll see. Maybe he'll fight Earl. I actually think Danny could do good against Earl, to be honest. I think he'll. Yeah, I actually think so. We'll see. We'll just have to see. I think it's the WBC Eliminator. I want to say, but the WBC is kind of funny because they'll have like four different eliminators. I think they just made Dillian White Oscar Rivas fight. I think that's an eliminator now. So they've been all over the place, especially this year. So who knows with them? But I'll clarify as I get more information. But because I think that's why Danny fought what's his name? Granados. So, like I said, we'll see. But the welterweight division is pretty packed, man. A lot of good fights. Oh, maybe he'll fight Lebanese. Danny Garcia. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad fight. That'd be cool. As long as he wins this fight, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, so welterweight's pretty packed, man. You got a lot of good fights, or fighters, I should say. But yeah, Earl Spence, Sean Porter, that's going to be a good unification. The IBF, WBC belt. Yes, there will be VADA testing because it's with the WBC. Um, yeah, I think Sean's yearly enrolled. I don't think Earl is yearly enrolled with VADA, but his last two fights were with VADA, so I don't know. But we'll see. But I think it's a great fight with Sean and Earl. Um, I I've yet to see anyone beat Sean easily. Even if you had Ugas beating Sean, you didn't have him winning by a blowout. Keith Thurman, Kell Brook, I thought they both beat him, but it was close, especially the Thurman one. Danny Garcia, that fight was really close, but it felt like Sean won because he really just outworked him. He out hustled him, but it was a good fight. It wasn't a bad scrap. I think Danny can beat Sean. He just has to be more consistent in letting his hands go. Um, it seemed like it took Danny a while to get used to Sean's um, style a little bit. And to Sean's credit, he's been boxing a little bit more. I'm not sure if that's the route I would take against Earl for that particular fight. I think he's actually better off pushing Earl back and make Earl be more of a counterpuncher because I'm not convinced Earl's a legit counterpuncher yet. I think he's great on the inside. I think he's really good on the outside. But mid range, backing up, got to show me a little bit. We'll see. Because I thought Kell Brook was tagging Earl Spence pretty comfortably when they fought, 2017? Um, Earl was being pushed back a lot that fight, so, um, Earl's not invincible. They're all good fighters, but, just got to show me. And actually, this will probably be Earl's best win since Kell Brook, because Algieri, that's cool. Bundu, that's cool because you had a better performance than Keith. Chris Algieri, you stopped him when Khan struggled. Vodnikov gave away the fight. Pacquiao beat him up, but he couldn't get rid of him. Kell Brook, who exposed Triple G, quote unquote. I'm loose when I say exposed because Triple G still won, but clearly Kell Brook had skills. It just, he was too small. Lamont Peterson, good fighter, but, a bit older in the tooth. He's had his wars. Ocampo, who was that? Mikey, good fighter. I had top 7 pound for pound, but he was moving up, and really had no business because he had unfinished business with Lomachenko. And now you see he's struggling to get a fight. And that's what happens when you move up divisions without taking care of the business in your current division first. So even though, Canelo, Mikey Garcia, they're doing it. Khan did it a little bit. Kell Brook did a little bit. It only works when you're like, I don't know, accomplished legends like Pacquiao, Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. They can do that because they established that they were the top guys in their division while they were there. So if they want to float up, 147, 154, whatever, they've earned that right. But, I like Canelo, I like Mikey, but they're not Pacquiao, they're not Mayweather, they're not De La Hoya. So, they need to slow it down. But, that's, you guys are grown, so do what you want. But, history says take care of your business in your division first, and then if you want to dare to be great in other divisions, knock yourself out. But enough of that tangent. But yeah, Earl Spence, Sean Porter, great fight, unification, Staples Center. Looks like September 28th, most likely. Fox pay-per-view. Could be on Showtime, but I'm leaning with Fox. But yeah, let me know what you got. Oh, I think David Benavidez and Anthony Durrell is going to be on the undercard. That'll be a really good fight. I'm picking David Benavidez for sure. Probably late stoppage. Probably maybe decision, but David Benavidez can fight, so we'll see. Durrell's not a bad fighter, but I think David Benavidez is good. Him, Caleb Plant, I think they're the dudes to beat at 168, but we'll see. But yeah, drop comments, like, subscribe, make predictions, and you guys take it easy.